I'm gonna show you how to get stronger anywhere with just a few dumbbells. Hi there, welcome to the Critical Bench YouTube channel. This is Coach Chris Wilson here in the compound. I'm gonna show you today 7 of my favorite exercises for anyone looking for total body workout routine to do. They can do this anywhere. You can do this at home, you can do this at the gym, anywhere where you have access to just a couple sets of dumbbells. You can give your whole body a terrific workout. You'll get stronger, you'll help burn fat, you'll get more energy, you'll feel great, and you can do it in very short period of time because you can just transition right from one exercise to the next. So I'm gonna start in no particular order. We're gonna start though from the ground because that's where the dumbbells are. So we're gonna go with a deadlift, one of my all-time favorite exercises, regardless of what I'm using, a barbell or kettlebells or dumbbells, it doesn't matter, a trap bar. I love deadlifts. I love them because they strengthen every muscle in the body. So the way to do this with dumbbells is just position the put your toes under the dumbbell handles. Look at that, okay? So that your feet are about shoulder width apart. You can be a little closer, you can be more hip width apart, but somewhere in there, okay? What you wanna focus on is keeping the lower part of the body vertical. So the knee down to the ankle should be fairly vertical the whole time. We're grabbing the dumbbells, the hips are really pushed back, okay? And the back is flat, and then we're just standing up, okay? Reverse the motion back down, right here, stand up. When you come up to the top, you should be vertical and strong. Don't lean back. Down, notice the lower leg, again, pretty darn straight. My head is in line with my spine. Boom, right up. And then back down. Nice and easy. Okay, so the dumbbells, you're really just kind of sliding the palm of the hand up along the front of the legs like that, okay? Really, really easy. Hey, before I forget, in the comments below, I pinned a comment for you. It's called How Actors Get Shredded. It's a really cool, fun report. It's free. Put your email in, you can download it right away. It's a whole bunch of different workout programs and routines that actors, Hollywood actors, have used for years to get fit for the movies. So check that out, I think you'll like it. Okay, let's get back to the next exercise. So we started with the dumbbell deadlift. Now we're gonna transition to a dumbbell front squat. So the front squat is one of those exercises that you don't see that much. You see a lot of barbell back squats where the guys and the girls are putting the bar on their back, doing heavy squats, and those are great, but they're very intimidating for a lot of people. And a lot of people don't have that type of equipment at their home if they like to just work out at home with a few sets of dumbbells like this. So what you can do is you can just simply take your dumbbells, put them pretty much at the front of the body, right? So they're just kind of sitting at the front of the shoulder, okay? There's a few ways to do this, but I like to hold them kind of just like this, where my elbows are underneath the weight, if you notice, right? So I can just kind of have a nice loose grip in my hands. I don't have to really squeeze the dumbbell hard. And then all I'm doing is just dropping down nice and deep here until where my elbows are just about at my knee, and then just come right back up. Boom. Again, this is a front squat. Come down, back up. The back stays nice and flat. Notice my eyes stay out on the horizon the whole time. Down, back up. What's kind of cool too with having the weight in front of you is that it helps offset you a little bit so you feel a little bit more balanced. Boom. Just like that. I love the front squat. Doesn't take much weight. That's just 25 pounds on each side. Maybe start with 10s, 15s, 20s. Use a lighter weight until you get used to the way it feels, but you can end up doing substantial weight from the front squat position. It's great too because it engages all these muscles through your abdomen, so it's almost like a secondary ab exercise at the same time. So, because the abs are our stabilizing muscles. So let's move on to exercise number 3. Okay, number 3 is a floor press. It's really just a chest press, but if you don't have a bench to use at home, because not everybody does, you don't need one. You just need a floor. Everybody's got a floor. So grab your weights, right? Sit down, pick the weight up so it's boom on your leg, just like that, and then just lay back. Okay? And then all you're doing, so you can't go any lower than this, right? So the floor becomes your automatic spotter. So press from there and back down. Boom. So you can actually really kind of push the limits on these if you want to, because the floor is there for you to help you kind of hit something and press back up. But don't pound your elbows into the ground. Just use it as a little bit of a bumper. And then when you're done with your presses, it's very easy just to lower the weight down to the ground. Floor press is a terrific way to train your chest, to work on your bench press strength, to hit the chest muscles and the shoulders and the triceps in a safe way. And you don't really need any equipment to do it other than your dumbbells. All right, cool. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, number 4, I love training the back. This is gonna be a bent over, a double dumbbell row. Hey, also be sure that you click subscribe on our Critical Bench YouTube channel, hit that notification bell. We put a video up almost every single day here at Critical Bench, and we want you to see all of our great content. So number 4 is a bent over dumbbell row. I'm gonna stand sideways so you can kind of see my form a little bit better. So what I'm doing here, I'm not using a bench. So many of us, when we do like a one-arm dumbbell row, we use the bench for support, and that's fine. Really trying to go heavy weight or really trying to work on your form. This one requires a little bit more focus and a little bit more attention to your body position, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is just safely pick the weight up, okay? And I'm gonna bend over until I'm in this like mid-range position. So notice my butt's back. It's almost like I'm in the middle part of a deadlift. And then from here, I can do a dumbbell row. Now, if the weight's too heavy, I always say have a couple different options next to you. Is always great. If you just have 2 sets of dumbbells, you can do all these exercises, no problem. You can go lighter or heavier. So I'm getting just as much benefit doing it with lighter weight because I can get a little bit more of a squeeze at the top and slow my movement down. But notice my form doesn't change. I'm really keeping a nice, strict, straight spine as I pull my elbows up and really pull those weights to like the base of my rib cage area, okay? So that's just a double bent over row, no assistance, no benches, nothing at all, using your own body for support. Great total body, upper body builder, really. Getting the big back muscles and the biceps, all the gripping muscles in your forearms. Let's move on to number 5. Okay, time for some arm work, right? We've done the deadlifts, right? We've done the squats, we did the bench, and we did the row. So we've hit all the major muscle groups. Now we're gonna go to some of the smaller muscle groups, the arms. So one of my favorites is kind of an old school move that I remember seeing back in the day that old school bodybuilders doing. They would just do a bent over concentration curl. They didn't use anything. They didn't even position their arm against anything. They would just simply hold this position like this, their arm nice and relaxed, okay? And then squeeze up towards their shoulder and back down. Now, what makes this more intense and better for the bicep is trying to turn the pinky at the top. So I'm trying to actually turn my pinky because the bicep muscle is a supinator. And as much as it is a flexor, it's a supinator. So what you want to do at the top of the curl is really emphasize that supination and intensify that contraction. So what's that look like on this side? So again, you're here, you're curling, you're squeezing, stretch, light to moderate weight on this. boom, right to the front of the shoulder. And see, I'm not supporting my arm with anything. I'm just getting this nice stretch and a nice squeeze at the top. So a hanging concentration curl, you know, do 8, 10, 12 reps for those. Love that exercise. Really get a great squeeze at the top, and it's a great contraction. You will feel those. Let's go down to the ground for what I call either a skull crusher or a nose breaker, or you could just call it simply arm extension, right? So you got your dumbbells on your thighs. You're gonna lay back. You're gonna put your arms up straight. And all you're gonna do is come down on either side of the head. Again, we're using the floor, not a bench. Come down just about to where the dumbbells would touch the ground. Boom, extend the arms right up. Here, extend up. So we're trying to keep the elbow really in the same spot the whole time. And we're just hinging on that elbow. That's why they call it arm extension or elbow extension. But it's more fun to say skull crusher or nose breaker. This really isolates the back of the arm, the triceps. I'm sure you've done these before, but it's great when you can just do that right on the ground. You don't need a bench. Boom. Now, I'm in perfect position to show you my 7th and final move. Now, so many ways to do an overhead press, there really are. I like to do a Z press. They call it Z probably because maybe your body kind of makes a Z shape from your lower leg to your upper leg to your upper body. You're kind of in a zigzag form. So you kind of hold this position right here and then simply do an overhead press. But there's a lot more involved because now we've taken the legs out of the equation. We have no real support. We're just sitting on the ground. So you got to kind of keep those abs tight. Work with moderate weight. Keep those feet nice and steady in front of you. Get a full overhead press. Come down to the front of the shoulders. Great exercise for hitting those shoulders. It's great to, you could do seated shoulder press and standing shoulder press. That's fun. But I'm trying to show you something a little bit different. I love this Z press. Really cool exercise. Targets not just your shoulders, also gets your core and stuff because you've taken your legs out of the equation totally. Hey, I hope you got something out of this. Those are 7 moves you can do to strengthen your entire body. You can do it at home, you can do it at the gym, anywhere where you train with just a couple sets of dumbbells. You give your whole body a great workout, get stronger from head to toe. Give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget about that free report down there, how actors get shredded. All kinds of great workout ideas down there for you for free. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me in this one.